Oh, YouTube, in from the bedroom here, your guitar junkie. So, I'm gonna fire up this here EART, and I'm gonna go through different sounds, different tones. Yeah. Little fun. Yeah. So this is my third video on this guitar. Why? I'll tell you why. Because I'm a schmuck. The first time I did the video, I pulled the old switcheroni by plugging in the mic, but the mic was not on. So most of the talking part of the video was muted. Yeah. Then, because I messed that one up, I did another one. In that video, I couldn't pronounce a word. I forget what the word was, but I sounded like such an idiot trying to pronounce this word. You know, words and things are escaping me these days. So this is a third video on this guitar, and I like it, and I don't. Um, I'm gonna bring out the points that I like, and probably let you know why I don't like it and why I might not be keeping it. So, untether. Man, my arm is just locking up. Um, so what we have here is EART, and the EART caramel maple neck and fingerboard. So nothing special with the caramel part of the neck, just a regular maple neck. It could be Canadian roasted maple, I don't really remember, but it does not have that roasted smell that I'm accustomed to on roasted neck guitars. Especially, I had a Chauvel that you could really smell like it came out of a smoker. You have your beak-like headstock, which is like the Sire. No, the Shore, the Soar, the Shore. I don't remember. The one that Guthrie Govan used to play before Chauvel got a hold of him. So that kind of headstock, which looks pretty cool. Regular EART tuners, nice, smooth, round ones. Very much like the ones I had on my G&L guitar that were locking. So one of the downsides is that I don't know why for a $400 guitar they can't put locking tuners on a guitar. For a $400 guitar they can't put roller trees on the headstock there for the strings, especially the wound strings that could chalk up here when you're going like that. Now, I did set the tremolo so I can go a little bit up and down with it like a floater. Looks like stainless steel saddles. It's a 2-point tremolo, but it doesn't say any special brand as if it's like a Wilkinson or anything like that. It's got the little Allen key here so you could tighten the arm up, which I like because I don't like the arm swinging. I like, putting it in one place and leaving it, there until I need it. I don't want to be grabbing for it. You've got aluminum volume and tone knobs, a 3-way selector with the mini toggle switch to split the pickups from a humbucker to a single coil, which I demonstrated as I was playing it. I don't like that. I don't need that. Some people do. The other good thing about the guitar is you have 22 stainless steel hand polished or crowned or hand finished, 22 stainless steel hand finished frets, should I say that look like they're medium jumbo, but they're pretty, they're a little low for my liking, but nevertheless they're nice and round, ball end. They're not sharp, but you do feel them. They're a little bit outside the neck. And you can see that it's pretty deep into the fingerboard. Black dot inlays. I don't know what nut that is. I don't remember if they said. I thought I read that it was a bone nut, but I don't have a DNA test to find out. I don't believe it's a Graphtec nut. It could be, but it looks plastic to me. But I have to say, between the non-locking tuners, whatever that nut is, and whatever 2-point tremolo this is, I can't knock this guitar out of tune. And I've been diving down hard with it just to stretch the strings since I've had it. And so that's a plus. The contour of the body is sweet. The color is nice. It's got metal flake, like a metallic blue in it, which shimmers. You have a forearm contour cut here, which I think every Tele should have. And you have the belly cut here. You've got this deep cut where the horn is to get your hand down there to the lower frets. which is sweet. I don't know what these pickups are, but they're pretty hot. I think I remember seeing something that, you know, it was like maybe a 16, 15, and a 11, something like that, 10. And then of course when you split it, you've got half that. But they sound pretty good. You've got the spindle down here to adjust the neck. I didn't have to adjust the neck. I had to bring up the tremolo a little bit, and because when I bend the string, I don't like my fingers to roll over the strings. I want my finger that's behind, you know, underneath that string to bend and push that string out of my way. And the action was so low, and it wasn't buzzing, that it was rolling over that. But no buzzing on the neck. And the only thing I had to do was set the intonation on the saddles. This looks like stainless steel saddles, like I said before, which is easy. Go on a 12, put a little Phillips in there, and just turn it until it goes right on the E, you know, and the same thing for the other strings. So I just had to set the intonation, no big deal. Right out of the box, you know, it's not too bad to have to do a little bit of this, that, and the other thing, because pretty much you got to change it to your preference anyway, which is what I did. Getting back to the back again, no bolt-on plate, just 4 bolts through the guitar, and it's contoured. So it goes on an angle. It's fatter up here and it's skinnier down here, and I think that's cool. I had the back plate off because I had to adjust the tremolo, the screws here, to make it, because it was pretty much, you know, like right on the body, so I had to make sure it's level. So I noticed that this plate, oh, and they also come with Diodario strings. They're the colored end strings. Look at that black metal plate that's on the tremolo system. It looks sleek, you know, sleek and neat, and it functions quite well. I did have the back plate off, and they do have 500K pots in here, and I should have left that off just so that you could see that they have 500K pots, which is, I expected, you know, the dime sized pots in here. The wiring is very good. The soldering is nice and neat, and the cavity is shielded. It's like that black paint that they shield, and they have one of the ground wires screwed into the shielding, into the body, which goes to show you that, you know, they took the extra time. I don't know much about EART, then they're made in China, and you know, everything coming out of China these days have been, you know, top quality guitars. It's just too bad it's coming from a, you know, a country that doesn't like us. But I'm sure there's people there that still have to make a living somehow, so I'm not going to begrudge them. And here we have it. Now, this is 500K. It's got a proper toggle switch. The wiring is done up nice. Soldering is nice. And there's where the ground wire is screwed into the housing. So yeah, that's the back of the guitar. Quite impressive, really. So it's nice. I don't remember, I wish I could remember the stuff that I said about it on the first 2 videos, but it sounds good, it plays good, it looks good, it feels good. Now, for the $400 plus, I think it was like $20-something, $23 or $29 in tax, I started looking at the Harley Bentons. Now, the only difference between this one and the ones that Harley Benton have is the Harley Benton has the belly cut, but they don't have the forearm cut, which I kind of wish they did. But everything else they have, it's just basically the same. Now with the Harley Benton, you're getting a 2-point Wilkinson tremolo system. You're getting locking tuners. I don't remember the tree, if you know if they even had a tree, if it was a roller tree or whatnot. And you're getting a pretty much a tiger maple baked neck and fingerboard, which looks sweet, along with 22 medium jumbo stainless steel blacksmith frets. So if I were to keep this one here, I would want to, I should say, change the tuners to put locking tuners on here. I would want to put roller trees on it. I'm questioning the neck, if it's really baked, because even like the Harley Bentons, you could still have you could have that smell a little bit to it, not as much as the Charbel that I had. But it's just a maple neck. It's not like it's a flame maple that really just looks a lot nicer. Nicer on the eyes to look at as you're playing. So yeah, I was looking at that and deciding, like, I think maybe instead of putting a locking tuner on here and putting a roller bridge and I can get it cheaper. So I don't want to down the guitar. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I just think for $400 they should have locking tuners. They should have a roller tree. I don't know why they can't have a Wilkinson, a brand name tremolo, but I'm not a tremolo snob, like I said with the Floyd Roses. As long as it works, and this one works quite well, and I could go up and down with it. I'm really not complaining all too much about it, but at Harley Benton I could get for $260 to I don't know, $370. I can get a Telecaster that's got everything this one has, and then some. Granted, I'm paying $80. Now it's 81 and change to have a single guitar shipped to me. But I'm still, in the long run, I'm coming out ahead, if you think about it. So, yeah, there we have it. All in all, it's got good points, but it's just got a couple of things that I feel it should have for the price that you're paying for it. So, yeah, that's my take on it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If it wasn't for guitar, I would not be playing guitar today. Yeah, so I like it, but I'm not in love with it, and it's just things that I would have to do to make it that much better. And for me, it doesn't pay. But it's still, for a $400 guitar, it still blows away the Guitar Fetish Stephen Brown sound guitar by far. And that was what, $379 ish something. So yeah, I do like the other EART that I have, though, the one that's the Sunburst and that thin line. So I'm really not knocking them all together. I just think that they should have some better things on it. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good day. And a better tomorrow.